Hello everyone, welcome to our video presentation and it's about how philosophy contributes to understanding life and human nature. We are Group 7. Moving to the slide, let me introduce my group members. Without their cooperation, I cannot finish this assignment together. So let me introduce, my name is Thailand and second one is Husno Muhammad Sami Muhammad. Third one is Warsha. The fourth one is Wu Ersi. And the fourth one is Abdul Milik. And sixth one is Abdul Fattah Salih Iqbal. To start, let's understand what philosophy really is and why it's matter. The term of philosophy originates from Greek words philo, which means love, and sophia, which means wisdom. So, philosophy literally meaning of love of wisdom. At its core, philosophy is also about exploring fundamental questions regarding existence, knowledge, value, and its reason. Philosophy encourages us to examine life deeply rather than accepting things at face value. It invites us to ask big questions like what is purpose of life? What is happiness? How do we know what is true? These questions might seem broad or abstract, but they are essential. These they help to reflect our belief, value, and action, leading to more thoughtful and meaningful life. Influential Socrates, one of the most influential philosophers in history, famously said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." This quote captures the heart of philosophy. It pushes us to examine and question our own life. Philosophy doesn't just give us answers, it teaches how to ask questions that reveal deep truths. In short, philosophy gives us a framework to analyze and reflect on life's big questions. It's a field that challenges us to think, question, and grow. As we continue, we will see how philosophical mindset has practical value beyond the classroom. Now we all know what philosophy is. Let's discuss how it provides practical benefits. Many people think philosophy is just about abstract ideas, but it has a real world application that incredibly valuable. One of the primary ways philosophy help us by enhancing critical thinking skill. Philosophy teach us how to analyze complex issues, evaluate argument, and question essential assumptions. Imagine you are faced with a tough decision, whether it's a career choice, a personal conflict, or social issues. Philosophy encourages us to examine all the aspects, weigh evidence, and think carefully before acting. Critical thinking is useful in various fields. For an example, in law, lawyers use logical reasoning build and deconstruct argument. In medicine, doctors rely on ethical reasoning when making life or death decision. And in business, leader must consider different perspectives to make it fair and balanced choice. These fields may seem far removed from philosophy, but they are required the analytic skill that philosophy develops. Philosophy also helps us make ethical decisions. Ethics is a major branch philosophy that deals with questions about right and wrong. By studying ethics, we learn how to evaluate our choices, consider the impact on others, and make morally sound decision. This is incredibly important in our personal lives and in society at large. For instance, ethical reasoning is crucial in debates over issues like environmental responsibility, equality, and justice. Furthermore, philosophy encourages personal growth when we examine our beliefs and values. We gain a better understanding of ourselves. The self reflection can lead to greater self awareness. empathy, and resilience. For an example, by reflecting on concepts like happiness and purpose, we can identify what truly matters to us, which help us lead more fulfilling life. In short, philosophy is far more than theoretical, it's practical and help us to navigate real life challenges. It gives us tools for critical thinking, ethical reasoning, and self discovery. These skills aren't just useful in an academic setting, they are essential for personal and professional success.
How philosophy helps in understanding human nature. Ethics and moral philosophy. Ethics is a branch of philosophy that studies human behavior in terms of right and wrong, good and evil, and virtue. Through ethical frameworks, philosophy probes how people make moral choice and what it means to lead a good life. For example, Aristotle's virtue ethics suggests that cultivating virtues such as courage, honesty, and kindness leads people towards fulfilling their potential, offering insights into what makes human nature good. Existentialism and human freedom. Existentialist philosophers like Jean-Paul Sartre emphasize human freedom and self-determination. Existentialism propose that humans create their own nature through choice and actions, underscoring the uniqueness of individual experience and personal responsibility. Sartre's idea that existence precedes essence implies that human beings are not born with a fixed nature but instead define themselves, which sheds light on the complexities and the uniqueness of human identity. Philosophy of mind and consciousness. The philosophy of mind investigates consciousness, emotions, and self-awareness, which are fundamental aspects of human nature. Philosophers have explored concepts like personal identity, selfhood, and the mind-body problem to understand how thought, expression, and emotions shape our experience. Describes Chicago Pearson. I think, therefore, I am emphasizing self-consciousness as central to be human, offering insight into the distinct self-awareness that characterize humans.
Hello everyone, today I am going to talk about how logical reasoning and philosophical approaches affect our daily lives. From decision making to problem solving, these tools are essential in navigating life challenges. First of all, decision making. Start with a decision. Imagine you have decided to go to college. You can start by making a list of options and identifying the pros and cons of each. This process uses logical reasoning by systematically analyzing potential advantages and disadvantages. You clear your mind and prioritize your options. But it's not just about fact. That's where philosophy comes in. You rethink your values. What do you want to learn? How important is the university environment? This self-assessment looks see what your choices align your long-term goals. Number two, conflict resolution. Next, let's look at conflict resolution. Conflict is part of everyday life, whether in friendship or at work. When disagreements arise, logical reasoning helps us analyze the situation. We can identify key issues at play and understanding is perspective. Philosophically, we cannot apply ethical principles such as fairness, empathy. This means considering the feelings and needs of others, which helps us teach decisions that respect everyone involved. Then, critical thinking. In today's information age, critical thinking is more important than ever. With so much information at our fingertips, how do we know the truth? Logical reasoning allows us examine the credibility of sources. We ask ourselves, is this information credible? It is supported by the evidence. Philosophically, we challenge our assumption. We ask what biases might I have? How does this affect my understanding of the subject? These questions lead to a deeper, more nuanced perspective. At last, from making informed choices of conflict resolution, analyze issues, logical reasoning, and philosophical approaches improve our daily lives. By gaining this knowledge, we not only improve our decision making but make a positive contribution to our communities. We embrace logical reasoning and philosophical analysis in all that we do.
Hello, my name is Abdul Malik Musaddiq. I will be talking about examples from Western and Eastern philosophical traditional. We will start with Western philosophy. Socrates, a foundational figure in Western philosophy, championed in the pursuit of self-knowledge through critical questioning, which he believed was essential to living a meaningful life. His statement, "The unexcitement life is not worth living," reflects his commitment to ethical introduction. Socrates used his dialectical method, now known as the Socratic method, to probe assumptions and uncover deeper truths about virtue, knowledge, and justice. Throughout the dialogue, he engaged others in exploring the beliefs and visual believing that wisdom begins with recognizing on ignorance and questioning accepted ideas. That's all for Western philosophy. Now we will be talking about Eastern philosophy. In Eastern philosophy in China, we will talk about Confucius, a pivotal figure in Eastern thought, emphasized Ren, behavioral or humanist, and Li, proper conduct or ritual. His teaching on social harmony center around cultivated virtuous behavior, particularly in context of family, community, and society. Confucius argued that moral development comes from fulfilling social roles with respect and kindness. He advocated for continuous self-improvement, stressing the individual should behave with integrity and fulfill their duties in alignment with social norms and tradition. For Confucius, such ethical conduct and ritual respect would lead to harmonious society, as a person virtuous actions contribute in overall stability and mutual respect. That will be all about example from Eastern and Western philosophy. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. My name is Abdul Fattah Gabbani from Sudan. In the Malaysian context, all educational processes at the national level are envisioned by the National Education Philosophy (NEP). NAP. The NEP was formed in 1988 in line with the national principle Rukun Nijara, with the ultimate aim of building a united and progressive society. Basically, NEP exists as a guide for educators to produce well-rounded students that should not excel only academically but also emotionally. These younger are going to become the leader of Malaysia someday. Without the balance of these qualities, they will not be able to hold such responsibilities, and that will be affect our country in a bad way. That is why it is important to use NAP as guideline to help to younger. Such a each party, such as teacher, parents, students, should come together and work as one. If each and everyone that really understand about NEP, definitely they would want to make an effort. Education is the base to build a better person. Well, with better education, they will become a better citizens who are aware of their country need.
Hi everyone, as we conclude, let's reflect on the value philosophy brings to our understanding of life and human nature. Philosophy isn't just abstract theory, it's a practical tools that shape how we think, make decisions, and grow as individually by examining different philosophy traditions, both Western and Eastern. We gain diverse perspectives that guide us in understanding ourselves and others. Personally, working on this topic has made me realize how much philosophy influencing us daily, often the way we don't immediately recognize. It challenges us to deeper question, reflect on our values, and become more thoughtful individually. Philosophy promotes ethical thinking, ethical action, and sense of purpose, qualities that well with principles like national education philosophy or Nukunakara, fostering unity and purpose with society. In embracing philosophy, we don't just gain knowledge, we cultivate a greater awareness of life and humanity. And thank you.